joining us. Good to see you all. Happy Tuesday. For today's class, you're going to need a chair, a tennis ball, a couple of light weights, lightish weights, and then the foam roller will be just for some of you that prefer not to use the tennis ball. So I'll put that as an option there. As always, if you need to modify it, please make sure that you do listen to your body. If something doesn't feel good, well, there's a difference between feeling something that is a little nervy, not like red flags, but just a little bit. Test the water and see how you are. Maybe you back off and then come back again and see if that got a little better. Oftentimes you have to go through the little edge in order to release and go to the other side. But by all means, please don't overdo it or over push it. Less is more. We will get started on our backs and move all your toys around move the chair to the side for now. And make sure you have room around your arms so you're not going to run into any obstacles. Bring your knees together, open your feet slightly wider than your hips. Wiggle your hips on the floor, shimmy your hips on the floor. And then start to tilt your hips slightly, go towards your tailbone and then towards your top of your hip. Towards your tailbone, like a little seesaw with your pelvis. Forward and back. Forward, breathe, and then back. Forward, just warming up the pelvis here and back. Towards your tailbone, and then towards the top of your hip. Just two more like that. Good. Now bring your palms over your heart. Extend it up towards the ceiling. And then open your arms to a T. There's a little bit of engagement. And then bring your palms up and over your head. Touch the floor with your thumb. Try to keep your low ribs down towards your spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open to a T position. Inhale, lift. Over your head. Inhale. Open to the right and left. Inhale. Exhale over your head. Slowly come up and release your arms out in a T. Take your right ankle over your left knee. Flex your right foot. And then exhale, drop your knees to the right. We're not going too far, just halfway. Inhale, come up. Exhale, drop your knees to the left just a little bit. Breathe into your low back. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Slowly come center, we change. Left ankle over the right knee. Inhale, drop your knees to the left. Inhale up, exhale to the right, just a little bit. Inhale, exhale. Try to stay at the center of your sacrum. The tendency is to go to your tailbone. Inhale, exhale. Slowly come upright, release your left leg, and now extend your right leg all the way out. Lift your lift your left hand up. Inhale over your heart. And now lift your chest and lift your head and reach your left hand over to the right, but pull your left knee to the left. Lift your chest up and breathe into your spine. Dome your spine a little bit. Breathe in here. And now with your next breath, grace your right hand with your left hand, come all the way back. Inhale, lift your right hand, keep your leg exactly the same way. And then on the exhale, right hand goes over to the left and drop everything to the left. Your left knee and your right foot. Lift your chest up, depress the shoulders, hollow your belly, breathe. Slowly come up. Bend your right leg, even out your hips, extend your left leg. Inhale, lift your right palm up. Exhale, travel to the left and pull your right knee to the right. Hollow your belly, round your spine a little, but lift your chest. And now slowly come back home. Inhale, lift your left palm up. Exhale, travel to the right, drop your knee and drop your left foot. Over to the right. Slowly come back center. Bend your knees, hug your knees to your chest. Massage the right side and the left side of your sacrum. And now keep your feet down to the floor. Imagine you have a block between your knees, about hip width apart. Okay, so if you had the block of the medium setting, it's right there. And now we're gonna lift the tailbone, lift your sacrum, lift your low back. It's a very low bridge. Press your feet down to the floor. Your ribs are pressing the floor. Your low back should be quiet. And now lift your palms over your heart. Make fist with your hands. And now circle your wrist like you have a ball with light and you're touching every ball, every light in the ball. Notice that you're not lifting your hips too high and your low back is quiet. And now we're pressing and allowing those glutes to marinate here. Go the other way. Good. And now release your fingers. Take your right fingers towards the back wall and now place your left hand over the right fingers. Give your wrist a little stretch here. So your right fingers are facing your head. Breathing here. You're still in your bridge pose. Slowly change. Breathe. Good. Now release your hands, flip your fingers a little, shake, 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 shake your hands. And now place your palms on your thighs. Stay in that little bridge. And now we're gonna lift 1 inch only. Lower 1 inch. Lift and hold. And lower. Lift and hold. Lower. Lift and hold. Visualize that engagement traveling all the way to your bones. And lift and hold. And lower small. Lift and hold. Stay here. Turn your palms towards each other. And now imagine you're squeezing a block. Squeeze the block a little bit and then release. Keep your hips exactly where they are. They're not going down, they're staying steady. Just adduction and release. Squeeze and hold and release. Close your eyes maybe, squeeze and feel how deep are you going and release. And 3, hold and release. Squeeze and hold and release. Squeeze and hold. Take your hands to your thighs Now lengthen your hips towards your calf muscles, like your sit bones want to give a kiss to your calves. Now lower your low back only and stay there. Stay and breathe into that length. Breathe, 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 like you're tracking your spine. Now drop your sacrum down. Breathe in the air, and then your tailbone. Oh, that's so nice. Now, drop your knees to the right and left. It's very small. Stay on the center of your sacrum. Breathe. Okay. So now, bring your feet together. Open your palms out in a T position. Lift your feet slow motion to 90 degrees bent knees. Spread your toes. Draw the arms energetically into the socket so your sacrum is down. Inhale, bulge your belly. On the exhale, engage your deep core. Travel over to the right. Don't touch the floor. Plug the arms in and gaze up towards the ceiling. Spread the toes. And now lengthen your hips away from your rib cage. And now find that spot where you feel like I'm almost falling down on the little cliff, but your core is holding you. You're gazing up to the ceiling. With your next breath, lift your left hand and shoulder off the floor, just 2 inches. 2 inches, 2 inches, yeah. Plug it in. And now imagine your right hand and shoulder gonna come off the floor. For many of us, you might fall to the right. That's where your core holds you. Breathe, bring your knees closer to your chest. Gaze up to the ceiling. And if you feel too comfortable, move your knees either further down or further up. I want you to be wobbly and strong. 3, 2, 1. Power your core, slowly come all the way center. Woo, and lower your feet down. Shake it off side to side. Breathe. Good. Organize your hips. Your sacrum is in the middle, so you're not on your tailbone. And now, feet together. Frontal ribs are down. Lift your feet, slow motion. Spread your toes. Hands out in a T. Inhale, bulge your belly. Exhale, belly in, travel to the left, slow, and lengthen those hips like someone is pulling your hips away from your rib cage. Gaze up to the ceiling and already plug the arms into the socket. Find that breaking point where you feel like, oh, this is a little unsteady. Hug your muscles in, knees towards your chest. Lift your right arm 2 or 3 inches off the floor, plug it in. And now visualize your left arm comes off the floor. Oh, yeah. Breathe here. Lift your knees towards your chest to keep your pelvis in neutral. For 3. Breathe 2 and 1. Now deep core. Bring your legs all the way center. Drop your feet down to the floor. Shake it off side to side. Good. Take your left ankle over your right knee. Inhale, spread your toes. Exhale, travel over to the left. Come upright, inhale, travel over to the right. Little, lengthen those hips away from your ribs. Inhale up. Exhale left. Notice how you're going to your tailbone. Those are the little check-in points that can change, that or avoid the pain maybe in your low back or wherever else. Right and left, right and left. Try to stay at the center of your pelvis. And now change it up. Take your right ankle over the left. Inhale, bulge your belly. Exhale, drop your knees to the right. Come upright and drop your knees to the left. Upright, right. Stay on your sacrum. I keep on having to correct myself. And then up and left. Slowly come upright. There we are. Now lift your palms over your heart, facing each other. Lift your right leg like you have a sandbag with a lot of resistance. And now lift your left leg. So now you're in a little dead bug. Press your toes, sacrum on the floor. Can you push the floor with your sacrum? Inhale. On the exhale, extend your left leg. Don't drop it too low because then you're going to throw your pelvis off. And now take your right arm over your head. Don't touch the floor. Plug your arms in. Squeeze your inner thighs. Slowly bring your hand and your leg back to neutral. Bend the legs. Inhale. Exhale, push your right leg. Quad muscles active. Left hand over your head. Press the sacrum, not your tailbone. 3. Breathe. 2 and 1. Inhale, come up. Exhale, left leg, right arm. Stay on your sacrum. Breathe. Adding on with your next breath, both hands to the right. Lift your shoulders off the floor and lift your chin. Breathe here. Left leg is extended. Right knee is bent. For 3. Lift your chin up a little. 2 and 1. Slowly come back to neutral. Inhale. Exhale, push your right leg through molasses. Quad muscles are active. Left arm over your head. Front lower ribs are down. 3, 2, 1. Lift your left arm and right arm over your heart. Inhale. Exhale, lift your chest, travel over to the left. Depress the shoulders, lift your chest. Lift your chin for 3. Look at your legs. Keep them straight in line. Slowly come up. Oh my goodness. Hug your knees to your chest. Side to side. Breathe. Good. One more. Feet at 90 degrees. Hands on your thighs. Shoulders down. Inhale, move your knees a little forward, just a little bit in front of the crease of your hip. And now gaze up, find your little apple, shoulders away from your ears, press your sacrum, inhale, exhale, lift your shoulders off the floor, extend your arms towards your feet. Breathe here, sacrum down for 3, 2, and 1. Drop your shoulders and your hands to your thighs. Yes, your legs are gonna get heavy. Just be there, bear with me, inhale. Exhale, lift your shoulders, lift your head, extend your hands towards your feet. Press the sacrum. Notice you wanna go first towards your low back. Press your sacrum first for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release, hug your knees to your chest. Circle your ankles. Good. So now find your little weights. Yep, and come down to your back. You're on your sacrum again. Lift your palms over your heart. Inhale. And now exhale, bend your elbows. So now your arms are really strong, like someone is pushing you and you're pushing right back. Draw the arm into the socket. And now to the count of 4, you're gonna bend your elbows. So your elbows will be facing your knees the whole time. And now we go 4, 3, 2, tap your shoulders or be close to it. And now you have that imaginary block between your elbows. And I push up for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, hold. Lift your elbows energetically to the ceiling, and I push up 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I will go 2 and 2. Squeeze 1, squeeze 2, elbows in, push 1 and 2. Inhale. Exhale, bend 2 and 1. 2 and 1. 2 more. Bend and bend, hold, push and push. Last one. Bend and bend, push and push. Take a little rest, a few shoulder rolls. Side to side, massage your hips. All right. Now, lift your palms up and cross your arms. One time, your right wrist will be over the left wrist. Frontal ribs are down, your sacrum is down. And then you're going to open to a cactus. Don't touch the floor. Push, engage your muscles. And I push all the way up your left wrist in front of the right. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, cactus your arms. Right in front of the left. Inhale, notice where your pelvis is. Exhale, bend the elbows. Breathe, front lower ribs are down. Push it up, left wrist in front. Inhale. Exhale, open. With your next breath, push it up, right wrist in front. One more. Inhale. Exhale, push. Left wrist in front. Slowly release and take a little rest. And now we find the chair in front of you. You're going to extend your you're bending your left leg. Your right leg is on top of the chair. Just maybe your ankle and lower shin. Take your palms, one over your front lower ribs and one under your belly, under your belly button. Keeping your sacrum grounded, keep the left leg down. And some of us, maybe most of us, micro-bending your right knee, especially if you're one of those that hyperextends. Okay, it'll be difficult for you to do that, but that's what you need to do. So inhale, press your left leg down, find your sacrum. Breathe here. You want to be with your ankle more on the edge of the chair. Inhale, now press the leg over the chair. And now with your next breath, quad muscles are active. You're going to lift your right leg up. Breathe in here. It's not too high. It's not too high. It's not too high. It's very little. You're just hovering over the chair. Breathe here. 3, 2, 1. Now place your palms alongside your body. You have the memory of your ribs. Drop your right leg down. Lift your left leg to 90 degrees and lift your hips just little. Just your hips are lifting up. Very little. Drop your hips down to the floor. Drop your left leg down to the floor. Press the chair. Inhale. Lift your right leg up. It's little. Imagine you have a very heavy sandbag on your ankle. For 3, sacrum is grounded. 2 and 1. Drop your right leg slow. Push it. Lift your left leg to 90 degrees. Lift your hips just a teeny bit. Oh my goodness. If you're doing it right, this is not easy. 2 and 1. Drop your hips down to the floor. Drop your left leg down to the floor. Inhale, press the chair. Lift your right leg slow and small. Maybe 5 inches off that chair. Now spread your toes. Keep your left hip grounded. We're going to do abduction. Open your right leg to the right. Your toes are up the whole time. To the right, to the right. Toes are up the whole time. And now squeeze it into the midline. Inhale, open. Use your outer heel, outer knee, outer hip. And push it in. Inhale. Exhale, push it out. Keep your left hip grounded. And push it in. One more. Inhale. Exhale, push it out. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring the leg in. Turn your toes out on the chair so you do an external rotation, and then bring your toes to the left. External and internal coming all the way from the hip. Internal and external. Internal and external. Go give yourself a little hug with the right knee. Take your hands behind your hamstrings and stretch the leg out. Keep your hips on the floor. Bend and straighten your knee. You can circle your ankle. And we change. Right leg down. Left ankle over the chair. Now look at your legs and make sure your knees are aligned with your hips. Front lower ribs are down. Your sacrum is down. Now, micro bending your left knee, but press the chair, press the chair, press the chair. And now with that engagement, lift your leg just 4 or 5 inches. Breathe and hover. Notice your hips, the right side and the left for 3, 2, and 1. Drop your left leg down strong, crush it. Lift your right leg to 90 degrees. Lift your pelvis off the floor. It's tiny. For 4, 3, micro bend in your left knee. Slowly lower your hips down and lower your right leg. Inhale. Press the chair. Press the chair. Feel the engagement. And now with that, lift your left leg slow. Every part in your body is working here. Hover, spread your toes, sacrum down. 2 and 1. Drop your leg down to the chair. Push, lift your right leg slow. Inhale. Exhale, lift your hips off the floor. Breathe in here for 4, 3. That left leg is active. 2 and 1. Lower your hips and lower your right leg slow. Inhale. Press your left leg to the chair. Keep breathing, hug those muscles. If you touch your left leg, you should feel it active. And now with that, lift your left leg, hover. Sacrum on the floor, inhale. And now abduction, kick that leg to the left, but don't lose your right hip. Your toes are up towards the ceiling. And now bring it into the midline. Inhale. Exhale, open to the left. Breathe. Bring it in towards your chair. 2 more. Inhale, stay here. Exhale, belly in, push it out. How's your right hip doing? Toes are up. Inhale, come in with control, like you're squeezing a ball. Exhale, push it out. Woo. Come back in. Take the leg down to the chair. External rotation and internal rotation. Turn your toes out. Turn your toes in. Coming from your hip. Out, find your maximum. And then in, squeeze like you're crushing the chair with your inner arch. An external rotation, an internal rotation. Good. Have your left knee to your chest. Stay on your sacrum. Lengthen those sit bones forward. Circle your ankle. And our hands behind your hamstrings. Lengthen the leg and bend it. Lengthen and bend. Lengthen. Now when you lengthen that sit bone also towards your chair. Stretch it out. And bend and release. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Woo. Okay, we're sitting on the chair now. Find your little weights. We have another little, well, a couple of drills. I'm gonna turn the chair towards this way so you can see me. Now, you're gonna sit with wide leg here and find your little weights. Your core is strong. Now, if your weight is too heavy for you, you can make a fist with your hands and imagine you have a weight. You're using your own strength here. Now, lengthen your tailbone. Imagine you're on the floor, so you have that neutral spine. Front lower ribs are down. Palms in front of you. Inhale, draw the shoulders back. And now lift your right arm up and lower down. And forward left and lower. And right, lower, left. Go slow, notice what's working, and lower. And again, lift right, lower, and left, and lower. Now together, lift together, hold, draw the shoulders back and down, lengthen your tailbone, lower down. If that's too hard and you feel you're compensating, go one arm at a time. And lift. Shoulders back and down, lengthen your tailbone. Your inner thighs are active here. And lower. Just two more. Inhale, lift your chest. Front lower ribs down, lift, hold. Draw the arms in. Oh, and lower. That's a lot of work. Inhale, last one. Exhale, lift and hold. 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down. Take a little rest here. Shake it off, shake it off. All right, now visualize from the creases of your hips, okay? You have little what am I looking for? It's a little conveyor belt, okay? That is going down. Okay, front lower ribs are down, so hold on, core strong. Lower, almost all the way to the floor. Press your feet, core active, shoulders back. And I lift it up. Good. Tap your chair. Inhale. Palms forward. Hollow your belly. Lower down. Breathe here. Now bend your right elbow. Pull the right arm. Lower, core is active. Left. Lower, deep core, exhale, come all the way up. Okay, if you felt your low back, my highly recommendation will be to bulge your belly. Okay, so you're creating that stress and you're still breathing, but through the chest. So like you bulging the belly on the way when you're going down. So here we go, inhale. Stay here, bulge your belly, but you're still breathing through your chest. Lift your right arm. Lower. Lift your left arm. Lower. Core active, come all the way up. Just one more. Inhale, bulge your belly. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale. Exhale, left. Slowly release it. Exhale, come all the way up and bring your legs in. It's good. Come to the edge of your chair. Take your palms in front of you. You can release your forefingers even. Elbows into your rib cage. Now you're going to bring your palms towards each other, lengthen your tailbone. And then you're going to open and then you're going to give it away. Don't straighten your arms all the way. And now breathe and bring them in and now towards each other. Inhale, open. Front lower ribs down. Exhale, extend. What's working? Inhale, bend. Exhale in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, open like you're pulling a band. Exhale. Inhale in. Exhale. Lovely. Now, cross your weight if you can, or just take one weight, interlace your hands. Like so. Elbows in the whole time. Lift your palms up over your head. I'll do it on the floor like that so you can see me. And now bend your elbows in. Lower. Frontal ribs down. Lift your chin just a little bit. And now push it up super slow. Inhale, bend slowly. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Slowly release it. A couple of shoulder rolls. Breathe. Circle your wrists. Shake, 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 shake. So we've been working a lot about also functional movement, which is very important. In the beginning, it gets a little rusty, but bear with it and do your best. Whatever you're doing is better than not doing at all. So I'll show you. Like so. Just watch for a moment. I'm going to take my hands over the block, over the chair, and then, no. Okay, yeah. I'm here. I'm going to drop my left knee down to the floor. little, as best as you can. And then I'm gonna lift up and take my left leg behind the right and a little curtsy. Drop those hips. Now I want you to focus on your knees. For some of you, maybe you're not going all the way. And then lift up, take your left leg behind you, lengthen your tailbone, drop it down, drop that left knee almost to the floor. Lift it up, inhale. Left leg behind the right, little curtsy. Shift your hips back, core is active. Every time notice what's resisting me. So shine a lot of light into your knees and then lift up. Take your left leg back and lower. Less weight on the chair. Lift. Left leg behind the right, draw the right hip back, bend your knees. Some of you, maybe the left knee is almost touching the floor. There's a lot of work here, and also our legs are tired because we did a lot of work. In a weird way, we did a lot of work. Left leg back, lower. Lift your chest. Maybe you don't go all the way down. Maybe you just a little bit down. That's okay. It's a good start. Lift up, last one. Left behind the right. Bend, breathe. Maybe your hands come to your heart center. Lengthen your tailbone for 3, 2, 1. Slowly push. Come to a seat. Oh my goodness. Take your right ankle over your left knee. Breathe in here. Shift forward a little in a figure 4. And now remember, you have options. This might be plenty, and you might just stay here. Keep both sit bones on the floor. Maybe some of you can bring even your upper arms or your hands to your lower leg. There's a slight engagement in your core. And the most important thing is to keep both sit bones even on the floor. Notice if you're going one way or another. And for some of you, your knee is very high. That's okay, but keep your sit bones down. Maybe you start here. Eventually, your little maze is going to start to open up. Try to relax into the leg. Okay, let's go to the other side. Press, flex your foot. I am a firm believer in a lot of recovery in between, because if you overload that tissue, it's going to take you way too long to recover, you know? So oftentimes, even after our workout, once everything starts to marinate and you feel like, ooh, maybe get on the foam roller, maybe do this. Slowly come to your own place here. Notice that each side is so different. And I slowly come up and release it. So we're lucky we only have 2 legs. Could have been a lot worse. All right, so find your chair. This time my left leg is in front. Take your right leg back, inhale. Just touch the chair gently. Lengthen your tailbone. Those glutes, we already fired them up. So come down, shift back, not forward, like you, yes. And then slowly come up, take your right leg behind the left, lengthen your tailbone, a little bend. You see, you could just start here. Eventually, you might go a little further, but core is active, lengthen your tailbone. Slowly come up, take your right leg back, inhale, exhale. Focus on your glutes. Don't let it travel to your low back. Stop when you feel your glutes are nice and active, but not your low back. Lift up, inhale. Both legs are working here. Right leg behind, lengthen your tailbone, breathe. Focus on your knees. We're trying to mobilize those knees. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, sit. It's not how low you go. I want you to open those gates in the right way. Lift up, inhale. Oh my goodness. Right leg behind, breathe. Inhale, last one. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, left one, last one, right leg behind left, sit back. Lengthen your tailbone, lift your chest, maybe hands to your heart. 3, 2, 1. Oh, slowly come up. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. There comes a stretch. You're gonna sit with your right leg on the side of the chair. Okay, so the back of the seat is on your right. And you're at the edge of the seat with your right. Lean forward and now take your left leg as far back in a straight line. Look at it. Okay, and now bend that left knee. Your core is active and you're visualizing your left knee is touching coming towards the floor. So you're gonna feel a little hip flexor stretch. Do you feel it, guys? Thumbs up? Okay, good. Now visualize without moving, you're trying to drag your left foot to the wall in front of you. You're not moving it, you just imagine. That's if you want it to be a little more active. Now your core is active. If you want a little more, you know, the chair is helping you here with your right hand. You can take your left hand over your right thigh or even to the back of your seat. But if you're rotating, it's coming from your rib cage, not from your low back. It's very gentle. I'm just gonna stay here. You can even take your left hand to your thigh and give it a massage. Your glute is active, the left glute is active. Slowly drag your left foot in front of you. Shake it off a little, give it a stretch. Give it a little massage with your left hand. And we'll go one more time. Lean forward, take the left leg back. Maybe less, maybe further out or further in. Okay, and now bend that knee towards the floor. Your glute is active, your core is active. And visualize energetically the left foot is coming forward. Use your breath, relax your shoulders. Slowly come up, drag the foot, sit back, shake it off, shake, 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 shake. Good, and now we're gonna go to the other side. Sit on the left leg at the edge, and now lean forward, take your right leg way back. You will very quickly notice that one leg is very different than the other. Now, take your left hand to the back of your seat. Your glute is active. Celia, the other way, Mama. Go to the back of your seat. So turn your left leg. Your left knee is facing your cupboard there. Turn your left knee facing your storage area. That way, yes. So the right leg will be facing the mirror. No, the other way. So it's like this. Like that. See, the seat will be on your left. The seat will be on your left, yes. Walk your right leg back and then come up. Yeah, so you have more support and breathe. And now energetically, you're dragging the right foot forward. Try to relax your shoulders. And notice if you're pressing, I just caught myself pressing more on the outer edge of my right foot. I'm going to press the top of my right foot and see that feels really awkward. So breathe in there. Sometimes we have to do challenging things, but we use our breath to unobstruct what is in our way. And now when we get tired, come forward, drag your right foot forward and take a little rest. Give it a little massage. Okay, last one. So what we're telling the nerve system, even though I felt like I was going to actually throw up because it's just so much in there, lactic acid, I'm telling my nerve system the second time, I know it was tough, but I really need to be here. So then your nerve system eventually goes, oh, okay. So lean forward, take your leg back a little or a lot, and now bring that knee as if the knee comes down, glute active, lift your chest. Relax your grip on the chair. And now shine the light through those hip flexors. Soften your skin, but deepen your breath. For 3 and 2 and 1. Slowly lean forward, drag your foot and come up. Oh, yes. All right, so now we're coming to the little myofascia. If you know the ball is not going to work for you because you bruise, you might be on medication that really bruises you, try to use the little noodle that you have. Not the foam roller probably, but the noodle, and you know who you are. Most of you will be able to use the ball. So now I'm going to move the blanket out of the way. And I'm going to sit on the chair under my right leg. I'm going to take the ball above my knee, about 4 or 5 inches, but towards the edge of my IT band and hamstring. So find a little, let me tell you. You'll know where you are. And then you can bend. Take your right hand on your thigh, so you're putting pressure on there. And then bend and straighten and then wiggle. Like we did on the chair, now you're gonna just do that same motion in myofascia. Cross fiber, breathe in here. And don't be surprised if you feel this energy flowing up your spine and even to your neck. You might feel like, oh, I need to release my neck. Okay, so you're going along that outer hamstring, right underneath your IT band, right at the edge there. You can go a little higher. Forward and back and cross. Ooh. You can circle your ankle to activate it. There's many ways. But I would say walk and move slowly and keep pressure on the noodle, on the ball or on the noodle. So find the spot and then crush the ball. You can even take your hands right where your ball is, just press the thigh with that, yeah. Close your eyes and just feel it, and you might go cross fiber here slowly. Oh. And that it's gonna give you really good feedback of what's going on in there. Now, even though you're in one spot in your mind, you're going all the way down to your lower extremities and your upper extremities, because we are working on the back, superficial back line. Good. Now slowly release. take your right leg over like a figure 4 again. Shift your weight to the right and go right under the crease of your thigh as best as you can. Okay, so we're gonna go to the head of the femur there. Or not the head of the femur, but the neck of the femur. Okay, and then just breathe and roll side to side. Keep the pressure. If you need a break, you lift your knee up and then you drop it down. That's another way. Up and down, and then side to side. Now you're moving precisely. It's not just going through the motions here. Visualize the relationship between the ball and your tissue and your breath. And you might feel a sense of you need to release. You may circle your ankle. The slower you move and the more pressure you put, the more results you're gonna get. Good. Slowly release. And now go right under your sit bone, where your hamstring meets your ischium. That's the sit bone. Now this time take your left ankle over the right. Breathe in there, put the pressure. And visualize that line, energetic line from the ball going all the way behind your hamstrings, behind your calf muscles, to your soles of your foot, and then going up towards the SI joint and all the way up the spine on the right side. Good. And slowly release your left leg. Move the ball out of the way. Shake it off. And now we'll go to the left side. Shift to the right, take the ball at the edge, above your knee, about 4 inches or so. So if you took your 4 fingers and you grabbed your outer hamstring, you'll know where you are, and then you put the ball right there. So we have some pressure points in there. Pull the weight with your hands, and now you can lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift, and now cross fiber. Oh, press that ball, go to the left and to the right, to the left, hold, and then to the right. Move slow to the left. Ooh, yeah. Maybe close your eyes and visualize how this ball is releasing those meridians to the back line. Go slow. Maybe the ball, when you do cross fiber, goes all the way towards your midsection and even towards your inner, the inner hamstrings. Move slow and precise. Can you connect that also to your SI joint, and to the left side of your spine? And then shift to the right, move the ball a little higher. Ooh, ha ha ha. Yeah. If you feel a spot that needs extra attention, sometimes you find those root canals, and it could be the source of your problem in your hip or your knee. Okay, go there, visit a little more there. Okay, you don't have to go where we're all going. We're doing this to explore and find where we need it. It's like, oh, I need to pay attention to this. Okay, now shift to the right, take it right on the left side of the neck of your femur, and now left ankle over the right. And now you're gonna shift right and left, keep the pressure on the ball. And then you can also lift your knee and lower your knee. Lift your knee up, less pressure, and then lowering down, more pressure, and then side to side. Now, can you visualize where this ball is radiating to and help it to release with your breath and your light? Notice what it feels like when you move slow. Once in a while, you can circle your ankle. That's gonna also give you another feedback. Okay, slowly lean to the right. Release your left leg and take the ball right under your sit bone. Before we take the right ankle over, press the ball, take your hands, and now just a little flushing here. Just bend and straighten that sciatic nerve. Good, drop your left leg, take your right ankle over there, and a little cross fiber. Breathe. If you feel a little pulley somewhere, just wiggle your hips a little bit to try to release the little blockage in there. Good, slowly release it. Take the ball to your hands. And if you don't have a ball in your hands, just imagine you have a ball, interlace your hands with the ball, and now just massage your palms like so. Mm-hmm. Go towards the joint of your thumb. Oh, I feel that. That's because I have arthritis in there. Relax your shoulders. And then open your fingers and just roll the ball like you're rolling a little dough. Good. Release the ball down to the floor. Take your right arm to the left. Take your left arm under the, hook your left elbow if possible, under your right arm. So not on the elbow, but right above the elbow. And now as you're traveling to the left, your right shoulder is pulling you to the right. Pull the right shoulder to the right. Breathe here. Now you can bend your right elbow and then extend it. You're still pulling the right shoulder to the right. Bend the right elbow and extend. Flexion and extension. One more. Flexion, extension. Slowly release. Shoulder roll. Good. Left hand to the right. Hook your right elbow or grab your hand. Do whatever feels right for you. Take your left hand all the way to the right and now pull your left shoulder all the way to the left. Lift your spine tall. Focus on pulling the left shoulder to the left. Spread your left fingers. And now bend and touch your eyebrow with your thumb and release slow. Bend, breathe, shoulders away from your ears. And release. Flexion. Extension. Last one. Pull the left shoulder to the left. Flexion. And extension. Slowly release it. Shoulder rolls. Good. Sit nice and tall, hands to your thighs. Feel the flow of energy through your body. Inhale and exhale. With all the challenges of the practice today, how lucky we are to be able to sit and do this beautiful work for longevity. Bring your hands to your heart center. We take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. I wish you all a wonderful Tuesday. I hope practice served you well. Namaste. Thank you. Drink lots of water. Bye-bye.